Hi and welcome to Learning with Fun and Educational channel. My name is Reet Udan and today we are going to see the types of verb. In this video, we are going to see transitive and intransitive verbs, and then we will see regular and irregular verbs. We have already studied about subject, object and verb in our previous video. Click on I button on the top of your screen to get the video. Let's see one example. John is reading book. So in this sentence, who is the doer or who is performing the action? That is John. So we say John is the subject here. And what is the action performed by John? He is reading. So reading is a verb. And what is he reading? He is reading a book. So it is an object. So in this sentence we see John is the subject, reading is a verb, and book is an object. Remember, to identify an object, we use who or what type of questions. So let's see now. What is a transitive verb? A transitive verb is an action that has a direct object to receive that action. Or we can say it's an action verb with a direct object. So let's see this with an example. Steve is playing with friends. Now in this sentence, playing here is the action that is performed by Steve. Steve is the subject in the sentence and it has a receiver, that is friends. So here we can see Steve is the subject who is doing action directly to the receiver, that is friends. So it is a transitive verb. Let's understand this with few more examples. She played the piano. Played here is the action and piano is the direct object. So it is a transitive verb. John sold his house. Sold is the action and the house is the direct object. So this sentence is a transitive verb. Jim threw the ball. Here the action is threw and the object is ball. So it is a transitive verb. So that's all about the transitive verb. Now let's see the next one, that is intransitive verb. An intransitive verb is not used with a direct object or it is an action without a direct object. Let's see this with one example. He laughed. So here in this sentence, he is the subject and laughed is the action. But we can't say laughed for what. In other words, this sentence does not have a direct object to receive the action. So it is an intransitive verb. Let's see a few more examples. She grew up. In this sentence, she is the subject and grew up is an intransitive verb. This sentence does not have a direct object to receive the action. So it is intransitive verb. Let's see the next example. It rained. In this sentence, it is the subject and rain is an intransitive verb. This sentence does not have a direct object to receive the action. So it is an intransitive verb. Let's see one more example. David slept all day. In this sentence, David is the subject and slept is the action. This sentence does not have a direct object, so it is an intransitive verb. The next type of verb is regular verb and irregular verb. In this we shall see what exactly are regular verb and irregular verb, how are they formed, and the difference between regular and irregular verbs. We have already seen in our previous video that verbs change as per tense and they are divided into three main forms. That is, base form, past form and past participle form. Let's see this with an example. If the base form is called, the past form becomes called and the past participle becomes called. We'll see one more example. If the base form is given give, the past form becomes gave and the past participle becomes given. So based on the formation of past and past participle, the verbs are divided as regular verb and irregular verb. Regular verb are those whose past tense and past participles are formed by adding d or an ed to the end of the verb. Let's see an example. If the verb ends with a consonant ed, the examples will be: if the verb is arrive, the past tense will be arrived and the past participle will be arrived. If the base is call, the past tense becomes called and the past participle becomes called. If the verb is wait, the past tense it becomes waited and the past participle becomes waited. Let's see further. If the verb ends with a vowel, only d is added. Let's see this with an example. If the verb is share, it changes to shared and the past participle also becomes shared. If the verb is given scare, the past tense becomes scared and the past participle becomes scared. If the base is dare, the past tense becomes dared and the past participle becomes dared. Let's see further. When the verbs are ending with consonant y, it is replaced by ied. For example, if it is copy, the past form will become copied and the past participle will become copied. The next one is, if it is identify, the past form will become identified and the past participle will become identified. If the base form is marry, the past tense will be married and the past participle will be also married. Let's see what is irregular verb. In irregular verb, there is no formula to predict how an irregular verb will form its past tense and past participle form. There are many irregular verbs that don't follow the normal rules. Here are the common irregular verbs in the group. A good way to learn irregular verb is to study them in these groups. In group 1, all the three forms are same. The group 2 has same past and past participle form. The group 3 has same base and past participle form. And in group 4, all the three forms are different. Let's see this with examples. In group 1, if the base form is caused, the past simple becomes caused and the past participle also becomes caused. The next example, if the base form is cut, the past simple is cut and the past participle is also cut. The next example, if the base form is hurt, the past simple becomes hurt and the past participle also becomes hurt. In group 1, all the three forms are same. That is, base form, past simple and past participle. Let's see the group 2. In group 2, there is same past and past participle form. For example, if the base form is bring, the past simple becomes brought and the past participle becomes brought. Let's see one more example. In the base form, if it is buy, the past simple becomes bought and the past participle becomes bought. In the next example, we see If the base form is catch, the past simple becomes caught and the past participle also becomes caught. So, in group 2, the same past and past participle forms are used. Let's see group 3. In group 3, the same base and past participle form are there. For example, if the base form is come, the past simple becomes came and past participle becomes come. So you can see the base form and the past participle are the same. Let's see the next example. If the base form is become, the past simple becomes became and the past participle is become. It is become, became, become. The next example, if the base form is run, the past simple is ran and past participle is run. Let's see group 4. In group 4, we see all the three forms are different. For example, if the base form is break, the past simple becomes broke and past participle is broken. Next example, if the base form is do, past simple becomes did and past participle becomes done. One more example, if the base form is fall, the past simple is fell and the past participle is fallen. So these are the various groups that are formed under irregular verbs. There is no formula to predict how an irregular verb will form its past tense and past participle form. Hope you are clear with irregular verb. That's about the regular and irregular verb. So let's do a quick recall about what we did in this video. Firstly, we saw what is subject, object and verb with examples. Then we saw transitive verb, intransitive verb, regular verb and irregular verb with examples. In the next video, we shall see finite verb and non-finite verb in detail. If you have any questions or suggestions, do mention in the comment box and I'll be happy to reply. So don't forget to press the red subscribe button and click on bell icon and you will be the first to receive the latest updates. Do like, share and comment the video. Thank you so much. Stay safe. Happy learning.